Driving home at night and seeing this scene. What's going on in the middle of the night? After a few honks, he doesn't respond at all. Should I catch up? Remind the driver in front. Friendly reminder, those who are timid, please leave by yourself. Wilderness expedition guy meets Neutron. He's acting really weird. The young man was found while filming with his mobile phone, messing with neutrons in the middle of the night. The consequences are very serious. If you don't believe me, just look at his speed. I don't know what will happen after being chased by him. This guy is going to be out of luck. This is a horrific scene captured in a hospital in India. A white figure appears in the picture. He walked slowly towards the door, and then he made his way through the bars. The absence of digestion, as if it had never appeared. The security guard in the boiling water was awakened by a chill. I don't know when he checked the surveillance. Will you see this scene? This is when a man in Anhui checked the surveillance. Bizarre events discovered. The wreath is actually walking by itself. Seems weird. It's just a coincidence. This can happen when the wind blows. Let's hear what the client has to say. Pay attention to the surveillance and take a picture. A white figure appeared at the man's bedside out of thin air. Soon after, the man's body underwent a strange change. This is a home surveillance camera in India. A bizarre scene photographed. Around M. The man is fast asleep at home. There was a sudden gale outside. A white figure appeared in the room through the curtains. He just stood there behind the man, not moving. Then something even weirder happened. The man suddenly began to twist his body violently. It seems very uncomfortable. At this time, the figure on the side suddenly disappeared. The man sat up with his head in his hands. He turned to glance at the curtains. There didn't seem to be anything unusual about that place. The figure behind flashed again and then disappeared. The old iron in front of the screen. Did you see what happened? Pay attention to the black guy when he is live in the wilderness. Encountered a terrifying scene. An unknown object suddenly appeared. He's been following the guy. The guy stops and things stop too. The boy runs and he chases. The boy was so scared that his voice changed. But the netizens in front of the screen are already boiling. They're letting the boys through. See what he is. The boy did not return in the end for his own safety. Let's zoom in. What kind of animal does this thing look like? Notice half an unfamiliar face on the mirror. This pale face makes people think carefully and feel terrifying. The young couple were waiting at a traffic light. A picture suddenly appeared on the rearview mirror. Weird face. The face looks very penetrating. If you look closely, this face is obviously not a little couple's. His eyes seem to be fixed on the little couple. This terrifying scene. It just happened to be photographed by the little brother behind it. Brother, zoom in on the picture and watch it repeatedly. It's getting creepier and creepier. He couldn't imagine this face. Where did it come from? But after reading it, netizens thought, maybe a little couple. There was a dummy in front of the car. I happened to be seen by my brother through the rearview mirror. What do you think about that? If it weren't for surveillance, it's hard to believe this is actually happening. A young couple is walking in front. There was a white figure following them. If you look closely, the figure is translucent. He followed closely behind the little couple. But the little couple didn't notice it at all. Some people might say it's just a plastic bag, but attentive netizens may have discovered it. Regardless of this figure, movement, or body shape, they are all somewhat similar to the man in white in front of them. What's going on here? Is it an out-of-body experience? It's just scary to think about. The surveillance took a picture of the ghost column. An outdoor adventurer, late-night check-in at a country hotel. When passing through the corridor, encountered a terrifying scene. A shawl. The man in white blocked the way. His face is mostly hidden by his hair. I can't see if it's male or female. What's even weirder is that his body flickered and flickered. Seems translucent. When I walk, my whole body is light. It's pretty penetrating. The young man was obviously frightened, standing there at a loss. Maybe his legs are already weak. I just hope the man in white leaves soon. But it didn't turn out as she had hoped. The two kept looking at each other like this. Didn't say a word. I think it must be the young man. The most unforgettable time of my life. In the end, I don't know what happened to this young man. Pay attention. This is a bizarre scene filmed by a foreign hospital. Several doctors are treating a critically ill patient. And this patient is no longer responding. I saw a vague shadow, out of his body, turned into a wisp of blue smoke and dissipated in the air. Is this what you call an out-of-body experience? This is a single beautiful woman named Pomeranian abroad. Strange food released. The reason is, they recently had a strange new neighbor. Early one morning, Pomeranian went out and saw this terrifying scene. The neighbor stands at the gate, staring at the house where the Pomeranian is. That's what scared the Pomeranian so much. But this is just the beginning. After observation, Pomeranian found that every morning, neighbors will do the same. Once the video is released, the netizens called it too scary. People have left messages and asked Pomeranian to move quickly. Never go to the last room when you go to the toilet. It is said that the last room is reserved for those dirty things. If you don't believe me, keep looking down. This is abroad. A bizarre video posted by a college student. When he went to the toilet with a few classmates. In the last room, I saw a terrifying scene. Everyone was shaking with fear. I dare not go forward and take another look. Finally, there is a brave lady, taken with a cell phone in the past. If your dog, staring at a deserted place and screaming, then you should pay attention. A man named Teddy abroad. I recently discovered a strange thing. The dog at home, always staring somewhere for no reason, shivering. His mouth would growl from time to time. Teddy didn't care at first. It can last for days. When the dog passes by that place, will do the same. After careful observation by Teddy, it was found that, most likely because of the shelves there was an urn. This happens to be what Teddy put on it. To test this idea, Teddy, take that box off and put it away. Strangely enough, the dog is still staring at that place. And this puzzled Teddy. Maybe it's not the box that the dog is afraid of. It's something else out there that's not yet known. If it's midnight, there is such a woman, crawling backwards in front of your house. Would it scare you? This is a bizarre video captured by rural surveillance. Late at night, when it is convenient for the boy to get up, accidentally, in the surveillance screen, a man is lying on the ground. Saw this scene. Crawling in some weird position. Look closely at him in a dress. Shawl with long hair. From his appearance, he should be young. The woman saw this scene in the middle of the night. The young man can't help but feel a little hairy. Who would make such a move in a normal person? Could this be someone playing a prank? But if you look closely, it doesn't look like he's acting. Later, a young man found out. This woman is from the village next door to them. After taking some hits because of something. Just crazy. Brothers are in big trouble. The haunted house of overseas accidents is really evil. Did you see that thing on the roof? My friend recently bought a house at a bargain price. And he showed it off in front of me. But what I didn't expect was, my friend regretted it after a few days. He came and told me that there was something wrong with the house. Look at this. Got the haunted house? I see you're still showing off. Every night, there will be a woman in red, sitting on the roof. My friend tried to talk to him. He didn't react at all. Every day. Just say it's not scary. Notice a person lying on a bed in the hospital corridor. Due to the lack of timely treatment. And at approximately 4:14 am, the patient stopped beating. Subsequent objects resembling his soul, out of his body, then slowly float towards the door, until it disappears. Pay attention. The surveillance camera captured the return of the younger brother who passed away due to illness. Later, my mother said that it might be my brother's first 7. Early morning. The surveillance at home is facing the lobby. It all seems peaceful, but suddenly, a small figure walked from the door to the living room. Notice that the little figure is only halfway there. The man and then shrank back. The man instantly felt a chill in his back. But when he went over to check, that face has disappeared. He wants to ask his wife what happened just now. But the wife still sat there without any response. So what do you think? What was photographed just now? Is there a problem with the phone? Or is his wife playing a prank to scare him? Share a few extranet creepy foods. Each one is terrifying to think about. Cowardly, please, at your big bloated friend. Let's watch it together. This is a weird video of the extranet exploding. A man named Samoyed. A terrifying scene at a friend's house. When he picked up the dropped phone, I saw a pair of legs standing in front of his bed. But when he got up in horror to check, found the room empty. There was no one there. Samoyed's heart suddenly reached his throat, but he still subconsciously looked under the bed again. Those legs are still standing there upright. But before Samoyed could react, the legs seemed to suddenly reverse direction, went towards him. Everyone, please pay attention to the surveillance. It is suspected that the ghost has been photographed. In the screen, we see a translucent man, walking slowly down the street. His body looks very blurry. It's like a reflection, until it slowly disappears. It seems like it never happened. Is this a monitoring failure? Did you really hit the cup? What do you think, in front of the screen? If it weren't for surveillance, I would be 10,000. I can't believe what's happening in front of me. Users accidentally look at the surveillance. I saw a scene that made his scalp tingle. My own electric car is actually moving on its own. It's like someone pushed him from behind. But we can clearly see. There's clearly no one in the picture. Electric cars don't stop on slopes either. And he's been sitting there for hours. Why did it suddenly move on its own? The netizens were puzzled and thought about it carefully and felt very terrifying. Is there something we can't see? Supernatural energy? What are your thoughts on this? In front of the screen? Please pay attention. What the hell is going on with this drawer? This is a video that has caused heated debate abroad. In the screen, we see originally closed drawer. It opens strangely by itself. And the dog on the side sees this scene. A terrified roar kept coming out of his mouth. Seems very scared. He seemed to see something that scared him. After the man heard the sound, just came out as if nothing had happened and closed the drawer. He thought it was just dogs playing around. Accidentally opened. However, shortly after, the man left. The drawer opened itself again. At the same time, even the cabinet above was inexplicably open. Is this someone playing a prank? Or is there some kind of mysterious power we can't see? Please pay attention. Is this guy having an accident? The young man rides home late at night with his friends. Unexpectedly, a strange incident happened on the way. The guy who was chatting with his friends. And all of a sudden, it felt like something was wrong. Shaking his head hard. Just when friends feel the difference, he was instantly back to normal. But then something even weirder happened. A human face suddenly appeared in the car window. He seems to be staring at the boy, just when you thought it would happen. What's up? He mysteriously disappeared again. The whole process only takes a moment. Did anyone see clearly? What the hell is going on here? Please pay attention. What's wrong with this bicycle? This is a bizarre video that exploded abroad. A man named Samayed. None to view the monitoring room. I found this bizarre scene. A bicycle lying on the ground. It actually started to move on its own. I saw him driving slowly in the direction of the surveillance. It's as if there's really a person riding on it. It's just scary to think about. And people started leaving messages. Indicates that this is obviously just a video rewind. Some people think it's hitting the cup. And what do you think about that? The surveillance seems to have captured a ghost. Can you believe that? This is a bizarre scene captured by rural surveillance. Late at night, two blurry figures appear in the picture. Their bodies are transparent. The walking posture is also very strange. Doesn't seem quite like our human body size. According to the villagers who checked the surveillance, there are several barren graves near this remote path. Few people pass by even during the day. The villagers immediately checked the surveillance. There is no failure. There is no function of blurring objects. So what's going on here? What the hell was that, just photographed? What do you think about that in front of the screen? Please pay attention. Is this woman possessed by a ghost? A man named Teddy abroad. Wake up in the middle of the night. I found my girlfriend lying in the bathroom door. He was just about to go over and check it out. His girlfriend had already covered her head and sat up. Careful, Teddy has noticed. There's something wrong with my girlfriend's expression. And here's what happens. It makes Teddy feel his back shine. Girlfriend is like a demon. The body keeps shaking back and forth. The mouth keeps sending people creepy voice. This sudden scene. It's just scary when you think about it. Teddy, stand there. I didn't know what to do. It is said that after the fact, the woman. I don't remember everything I did that night. So is this situation possessed by a ghost? Or is this woman going crazy? And how did you react to that on the screen? This is a horror video of the recent explosion of extranet. This woman named Pomeranian was on the live stream. A strange face suddenly appeared behind him. Look closely at this face. He is staring at the netizens in front of the screen. At this time, Pomeranian only cares about chatting with netizens. I didn't notice the abnormality behind me at all. But soon, the confident netizens discovered this eerie scene. People kept reminding Pomeranian, but by then, that face had already disappeared. It is said that when Pomeranian checked the playback later, I was almost scared to death. Because of that face and his deceased brother. 8 points similar. Everyone pay attention to this chair. This is an extranet. A creepy video with over 80 million views. As you can see, the chairs are obviously empty, but the images in the TV tell us there seems to be something lying on it. According to the video publisher, this chair was left by a deceased old man. Because I want to leave a thought, so I haven't been willing to throw it away. Unexpectedly, accidentally took this strange scene. Have you ever seen a ghost car? This is the recent ghost car incident that broke out abroad. In the screen, we see driver before driving. Turn on the light and look behind for a while. In the back seat was obviously empty. But just after the driver started the car, strange things happen. As the light continues to reflect in, the seat suddenly depends on. A blurry figure appeared in the sky. For a moment, he disappeared. However, in the blink of an eye, he appeared again. It's just mind-boggling. Let's zoom in to see. From the looks of it, this seems to be a young woman. It's just scary to think about. Is this an image caused by light reflection? Or is it a human post-synthesis video? What do you think about that in front of the screen?